Hi guys, welcome back to the couch at Jap Performance, and today I'm joined by my famous friend Tommy from Summit and Swave.
Thank you guys. Hi everybody. It's great to be back with Sarge again, and since this lockdown business, hopefully everybody in the world, everybody will go back to normal. And
yes, that's our prayers, that everyone gets back to normal and we get to normal lives and carry on playing with our cars again.
That's right.
Tommy, we've known each other for years.
That's right.
Doing lots of things, shows and events together, and now we work together with your products from Summit and Swave.
Right.
And it's been a nice journey through the years, meeting lots of people.
It was such, and it was actually great to begin to do this brand of products for the manufacturer in Taiwan. So obviously it's experience as well for all them years that I was in the motor trade. That's how I started it, and then obviously it's doing some performance products. So going through. I did struggle for a couple of years, and then obviously you live and learn. I think everybody has the same issues in the world.
Yes, yes. Well, I know you're surrounded by lots of pretty parts there, pretty colours. So you're going to give us a bit of a tour of the sort of things you guys produce, and it'd be nice to explain the quality and the design behind these products.
Okay, so what is today I'm here, so obviously I'm going to show all our product ranges, a wide range of products from Swave and Summit, and to explain some of the products, how it's made, and etc. So from the manufacturers. So Sarge, so what I'm doing is the first range I'm doing is the struck bar first, the struck tower bars, and all the bars how it's made. So like how we make the actual tower bar brackets. So this is the Swave and Summit brackets. So the brackets how it's made is a jig. So they jig it up with all the holes in it. So as you can see on it with the actual hose. And then the actual bracket, it goes into it. Then it will be welded all together to make it even more stronger. And the material of the carbon steel material, and that's approximately about 2 millimeters thick. And it have to be 2 millimeters thick to actually to push down the chassis itself for the rail. So another word is, there is other makes and eBay and etc. So as you guys can see, you can see the difference of the actual material. This is just a welded, it's really flimsy.
I can see it close up from here because I'm a bit closer to you than the camera, but the thickness of the material, and also having them rebated inside and slotted, it's so much stronger than the conventional welding.
That's what that is. So this is more like an eBay conversion one, that as you can see, and that you can see both of the actual towers is exactly the same, so left and right. So that's how they do the actual jigs. So you have to be jigged up, and then obviously
that's a lot of effort to do it that way, but it makes it so much stronger.
It is much stronger to actually work.
Yeah.
And so obviously then you get the actual the original bar itself, the material. So this is this is aluminium material, but it's obviously it's like hollow. And then you got some other brands. So you got like Mild Steel. This is a steel brand. So then you see the actual Summit one that will show you the original bar. So obviously this is the actual main material. So we do 3 types of material. So we call it the type W, and then you got the type D, and then type B. And then the actual material is from forged aluminium alloy, and it's one solid piece. Comes with 3 layers of tubing inside. So I will show you the cutout on it. So what happened is I have the actual 4 bars together.
You've got lots of samples, haven't you, Tommy?
Yes, today. So that's the whole. So this is the actual type W, type D, then type B. So the 3 of them, as you can see, they all got cutouts in them. Inside.
That's quite impressive. They're reinforced inside compared to the hollow tubes you see with most other products.
So what it does is it does not have any flex going that way, twisting it. So what happens is it's a solid bar. But there is other manufacturer in China is actually using recycled materials as well. So please do not mistaken. When you see 3 like this, it doesn't mean that it's forged aluminium. Some of them is called recycled material in China they're doing in the manufacturer side. That is conning a lot of people that they're realizing what it is when they start making this kind of bar and welding it. If you see little holes in it when they weld it, it's because of the heat going out, so it doesn't expose and it doesn't crack the recycle in the middle of the 3. And there is this around in the UK market as well. So that's why a lot of people doesn't realize, and they're thinking it's the same as a Swave and Summit bar. So the actual whole bar itself, and then you see this is the actual Subaru 2014 bar. That's the same one, and obviously our bar, majority of them, they come with a big brake stopper as well at this side. So this for
So
the
that's
master
part of
cylinder.
the actual bracket.
Correct.
Has a
Yes.
brake stopper built in.
Yeah, it brake stopper built in. So certain cars, certain ones that we do, it actually comes with it. But obviously, it will be a little bit more expensive, but it's worth it to actually have the brake stopper. So this is all to do with bars. And then the last bar that we do is called the rear. It's the rear suspension bar. So we do for majority of the Japanese cars that actually are not, a lot of people actually have probably seen it. It's the suspension towers. So it fits actually at the bottom of the suspension frame where the spring goes to, the main frame. So you can see it's a torsion bar and it comes with bushes. So if any of the bushes do pack up, we have the spare one to replace as well. So they normally, minimum, they last 10 years before anything will perish from here. So that's one type. This is for Honda Civic Jazz.
That's quite important thing you said there, that parts are serviceable. I know you're going to talk about other products, but you can supply bushes and, and so on, so people can use these products and buy in confidence and replace them as and when they need to.
That's right. If anything goes away, say for instance, if this packed up, we would have spare parts for it. If they need a bracket, then obviously, you can actually replace the bracket itself. So that's one type. And then obviously you got the other type. It's called the new Yaris, but not the Yaris GR, okay? This is a Toyota Yaris one, so you can see it's all different, same again. So there we've got several range of this kind of bars. It acts like it's a second beam of an anti-roll bar. So anti-roll bar works differently to this. Anti-roll bar goes actually around the axle, but this actually don't go around the axle. This actually goes onto the suspension leg, the actual leg at the bottom that bolts on with the spring. And also sometimes it does connect with the coilover as well at the end. So it works two ways and it's actually a lot stronger and thicker. So this is some new items anyway.
Tommy, I can see some drop links in your hands and some arms around you. Now, I know previously you explained the design, the technology involved in these, how good they are. So let's tell me a bit more about the drop links you've got there.
Yes, hi guys. Yeah, today, so what we did is we brought you a couple of drop links, the different of the drop link of other manufacturers. Our drop links is actually aluminium forged. So obviously, other people's drop links, there is other ones like similar like this. So where you see this is obviously it's aluminium as well, but what is the aluminium is actually hollow inside. And unfortunately, I can't cut it out for you to see. So you can see the actual drop link on ours from here to here, inside of the middle of it is actually solid. And then there's a thread. The good thing about our drop link as well, certainly, you can see the ball joint sizes. So the size of the ball joints are a lot bigger than some convention one and an OEM one. So you can see the sizes are different on it. And then the beauty of it as well, of our design and what it is, a lot of people will complain the movement of this, like other make of drop links here, always get loose, and it starts to get loose easily when you're on track or hard driving. And then the one what we have is we've got four small little Allen key studs, little Allen key that we design in-house. And this little screw with Allen key, it locks and tapers the actual thread. It cuts into the thread, so it locks the thread. There's no movement. But also as well, you can remove the little nut, grease it, and then lock it so that you've got greases on it. So in future, you still can be able to move it. So then there is no movement or no play. That's why we found a lot of manufacturer company and do have some experience with good friends and driving and track days people telling us this, and so that's why we have actually R&D and modified it, and then that's what we did is this.
That's really impressive. It's a heavier, stronger product. It's solid, bigger ball joints, and you've got locking grub screws. So it does everything. That's right.
There's actually locking grub. Same again. If somebody loses one of these screws, we have it in stock as well. And I know a lot of people start losing them because we do actually tell people to keep it safe. It is really easy to get lost. And then obviously we still have replacement of the shaft, all that. So we have spare parts for every single one of them. So obviously there's 10 mm and 12 mm, and they're nice different sizes. You only need to tell us the size and the length and the size of the nut ball joints, and then we could tell you if we got it in stock or not. So that's all the drop links.
Perfect. So Tommy, we've got here, I can see a selection of arms and wishbones there. So let's have a look at those in a bit more detail.
Yeah,
if you explain what you have.
Correct. This is the more detailed products of suspension arms from Swave Summit. So all our Swave Summit products are obviously in-house made, and some are R&D designed through different companies in the UK we work with. and then we will send the arms back to the factory to get it made. And then let me show you a couple of the products first.
Yeah.
So first of all, we do the anti-lift kit. So we have the anti-lift kits of the Swave Summit anti-lift kit. We've got 2 types, okay? And then you've got the normal OEM but upgrade anti-lift kit, which is not by us. So this is an example, a different make. So you can see the thickness of the cast angle as well for it to see the product wise.
So there's much more material around that to make it stronger.
Correct. And obviously the rubber is actually totally different type of OEM rubber. This is an OEM bush, and this one is a more of an upgrade with a heavy duty rubber bushes.
So that's more of a solid bush for motorsport.
Correct. But this is for fast road and track use, and it's more of a comfortable ride, and it's not so hard. And then obviously we still got another one that's called a pillable, and it's really purely for racing use. And this is a track, purely for track they use. And that's the anti-lift kits that we do. And same again, obviously you've got 2 types. You've got road and fast road, and then you've got the purely racing one, motorsport. And then when we come to the suspension arms, so we do all the suspension arm at the back. So we got the suspension arm, we do several different types. So we do all the Subaru. So this is a Subaru GRB. So I think it's the same as the GD86 and the rest of the Subaru. So this is a carbon steel arm, and obviously it's got like a 20-degree angle, like what we just earlier did a program of the GT8 GTB. So this arm with rubber bushes with 30 degrees angle strong on it, and adjustable as well. Same again, so we would have all the bushes and everything on it. So this is the camber arm, and then you got this side arm as well. This is the side arm, same material, carbon steel, and then with uprated bushes. And then you got the toe arm. Now the toe arm is a little bit different. The toe arm is forged aluminium in the center, and then with a bump ball joint, is the joint itself. It's got like 20 to 15 degrees drop angle to go with it, to match with the camber arm together, to use it together, so you can actually do the alignment for it, for camber wise, and to do the angle. So,
Tommy, with that arm you've got in your hand, I think one of the things we like about the Summit arms is you've got the adjustments on the ends.
Yes.
Because you often see other products with the adjustment in the middle, and that with a long arm, like a Subaru lateral arm, that can still flex.
Correct.
And you've got much heavier studs in these as well.
That's
which
right.
make them a lot stronger.
It is it's here from to the angle. Some different people got different designs at different manufacturers. So what happens is some different manufacturers, it's the actual thread of this bit is not long enough. It's where this is. Some of them is actually about that long.
Yes.
So they don't have enough adjustment. But our one is all the way in the middle. So basically from the center point to the center point, the threads itself, they're both at that long. So minimum, you have to be halfway to actually to make it more stronger, and then so it doesn't have flex.
So depending what sort of setup you have in your car, you can adjust the wheels however you like. You've got so much flexibility with these products.
That's right. So that's what it is. So this is the kind of a range for Subaru and other cars. So we have another range of another type that is for the Civic, like the Civic FK8, the new Civics.
Okay.
So I'll show you some of the new Civic, and obviously we'll show you some of the other manufacturers, the different of the outcome of their mild steel, and then you got some eBay hand arms. So I will just show you of the Honda Civic EP3. So this is a Civic EP3 again. So the selling point of the EP3, same again. I mean, majority of the bushes are going to be like 35% stronger. And the beauty of the one that we do for the EP3 Type Rs is where the center cap of the bolt of here is actually it's a cap that goes around it, and then it's a cap, and then with the actual locking thread that goes straight through it, and then you weld it together, including the cap. So another word is not just the thread like this brand, or this is an eBay brand, that you can see there's nothing here, it's just a weld here.
Yeah.
And it's not a cap, this is just like a push
it's just a bolt put through and welded, tack welded in.
Correct. Yeah. That's like a push through. And obviously you can see the material and the thickness of it. So this is like an EP3. So
you can see how much more robust it is.
And then obviously the material here, same again, is forged aluminium, but this is for the Civic Type R EP3s. So this is a toe camber arm. And then we got the swinging arm, again, same thing as well. So obviously lots of people see lots of swinging arms selling in the market now for the Civic EP3 cars on the Hondas. So some of them American brands. There's a lots of different brands in America. So you see a lot of them. It's actually got little cut holes in it. It's hollow. So where you see it's only the strength from here to here, but the Swave and Summit one is a complete forged aluminium, solid.
Most of those are for decoration, aren't they, Tommy?
Yes, a lot of people doesn't realise it's decoration as well. But the fast roll boys, they're thinking, oh, I got something special. But this is like if they compare a Swave and Summit one and against some American brand and some other brands that you will see, and as long as you see a lot of cut out holes in the middle, they will work ability to the OEM around about 20% stronger. But the one that we do is probably
much
about
more
50,
robust,
much robust and stronger. So this is the EP3. So we will show you the FK8. Same again. So we've got the FK8. So this is the FK8. Same again, forged aluminium arms, fully adjustable. And then as well as a toe arm. So that's the two parts. That's the two arms that we do. So obviously you can see the material wise. And then we will show you the similar, that is a aftermarket, you know, OEM upgrade parts as well. So this is another different manufacturer. So this is much heavier. So obviously Sarge can actually hold it and explain and how lightness and strong the difference is.
I'd probably say that's about double the weight. So that's like a cast product, and that's aluminium, so much lighter. And it just feels lighter but more robust. But as Tommy explained, the engineering is so vastly different.
And I think it's at the end of the day, it's like a lot of people doesn't realise it's what you pay, what you get. And if you're going to pay for something cheap, okay, you just get for cheap. And then you want to pay high quality, and then you got a high quality, just like the toe arm as well. So this is made from steel as well. So even the bushes are totally different. So this is the actual bushes from the upgrade. So this is our bushes is about 35%, but it's not polythene bushes because we didn't want to use polythene bushes. It's because it's even hard. So sometimes some people will find a car is too hard for road use and for fast road use. So what we decided is that we want to make the actual bushing is about 35%. It's good enough for road and track day use. But obviously some people for racing, obviously we wouldn't recommend it for racing use. It will last, but I don't know how long it will last if it's for racing with this type of bushing. So same again, I will show Sarge and let Sarge have a feel of the difference of the
that's about half the size, but this is lighter. But you can see substantially they're a much firmer, bigger product. Definitely. And they look really cool.
Strong.
Thank you, Tommy. It's great covering all the arms.
And then what we do is we will show you some diff covers that we have bought. We bought some Subaru GC8 diff covers, R160 and R180.
Excellent.
The diff. And then obviously got the Toyota GD86 diff covers as well.
I've seen these before. These look really impressive because Summit produced them in different colours.
Yes, we do 4 types of colours, but obviously I don't hold all of them in stock because they're arm and a leg. So this is the diff cover for the R160, the 5-speed gearbox one for the GC8. And we do the R180 as well for the 6-speed one as well. So the diff covers is obviously the main point of having a diff cover is because of the fin. So what this does, it actually cools it when you're driving it through. So that's what they do on the actual calculation of the, I suppose, is their diagram, how they write it out.
So the way the air flows through.
That's right. The air flows through it, and it goes through it to fin. So the fin, it goes down to it. So obviously this is the adapter, so you can put oil cooler onto it as well.
Could I have a look at one of those?
Yes, you can take a look, and then obviously it holds a bit more oil. I think it holds about...
It's a beautiful product. As Tommy says, you've got the fill and the drain at the back, but if you look at it sideways, you can see how much bigger the capacity is. So it increases the amount of oil in the actual diff itself. That's a stunning product. And
then this is the one for the Toyota GD86 that a lot of people, obviously you've got all other different manufacturers, different brands. So this is the 86. So if you can think of the design and how many CNC machine to cut it and then to do the actual flow. So what they do is they will do all the testing, the flow and everything before we will release a product, and then we will bring it to the UK, and then we will get our people or the people that we work with, like Sarge or sometime from some other company, they will put on their race car, and then they're thinking, see how good it is and how well it's done. So this is another type. But there's another very interesting thing to show you is, I think not a lot of people want to buy it, but it's expensive, I think anyway, is for a Toyota GD86 automatic. It's called the automatic sump cover. So I'll show you this one first.
While you get that, I'll show this to camera here. So again, a beautifully engineered diff cover there.
Right, this is the one that I think this costs 1 arm and a leg. I think it's because of the producing of it, and it's because we don't order enough of it. So obviously the price is extremely high. So we only got one of this, 1 or 2 in stock. So as you can all see, you can see the calculation of the airflow. So how many of the fins they're doing for that. So it's because of this, the details of it. That's why it's so expensive of actually making this.
Yeah.
It's the automatic. It's for the automatic gearbox. It's the for the Toyota GD86, and that's what this is. It's for that, and obviously it holds much more oils as well. So as you can see the pan, the cutout for the coolant. I think the coolant is mainly is from the air and the flow of the air going through for it to see. You can have a look.
Yeah, these will become more popular as people start to tune GT86s, especially manuals are known for tuning, but automatics get some not so much. But as you push more power through automatic transmissions, something like this will certainly be more handy. Better cooling and quality and quantity of oil as well.
Yes, I think that is the wide range of product that we brought out. I mean, that's some idea to give some to customers so they know of the feedback of the Swave Summit's handling parts and suspension arms. So hopefully they will. But there is one more interesting thing I'm going to bring out for you guys to see.
Okay.
You'll be shocked.
Oh, wow.
Okay, this is not a Japanese car, but this is for a VW Golf 5 and 6. So this is a rear swing trailing arm. So this is the same again, but this trailing arm is same. It's aluminium forged, adjustable, because the original one is not. And then you use the original spring that goes onto it. So, and then this is with a pillable bushes, purely for racing use, not for road use. So this is actually, we supply it to obviously a certain company that we're not allowed to say to who we make it for. So this is some items that a lot of people knows. And this is an item that I thought we brought it for Sarge to have a look and for it to show to some of the clients.
It's a very light product.
Yeah.
There's no weight to it at all. But it looks, again, so robust, the thickness of that material. It's very solid. Tommy, that's been really interesting. We've covered quite a few pieces today. So braces, all the arms, drop links, diff covers. But I know the whole range of products you make, and we've been sort of working with you for a while.
Yes, we've been working together, like literally coming to the 3rd year now, and I mean, really thanks for Sarge, helping us to grow the product as well. While it's actually, I think it's at the end of the day, I think it's a confident with the company, Jap Performance Parts, and they do supply, and obviously the technical side, most of the boys knows what they're doing and they're selling as well. I think that's the most important part, is actually letting their customer know that what is the materials made from and what is the quality.
Oh, thank you for the feedback.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. No, we try hard, but it's great to see you've got so much more variety of things and, again, a wider range of cars. So looking forward to doing more interesting things with you, Tommy.
Yes, hopefully we do. I'm hopefully I need to go with you to, your special place.
You want to join us? Well, look, Tommy, it's been great having you here.
Thank
and I'm sure we'll be doing some more stuff again and ask you to come back again and show off some more of your toys.
Yes, we will do. I will, as soon as we get some new range, new products again, obviously you'll be back. Maybe once a year we do this like introduction. I think that's great. Great.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for everybody, and thanks for Jap Performance inviting me to do this lovely event.
You're welcome.
Thank you.